It started as a typical Saturday night. Just a group of friends looking for a thrill in an old suburban attic. We found it buried under a pile of moth-eaten blankets, a weathered leather journal bound in what looked like ancient hide. The symbols inside were strange, almost hypnotic. To us, it was just a relic of some forgotten prank or a movie prop. Back in the living room, the mood was light. We poured drinks and mocked the cursed text, thinking ourselves far too smart for superstitions. "Read it, Mark!" someone shouted. He stood up, clearing his throat with a dramatic flair, beginning the incantations aloud. We laughed as the syllables twisted in the air. We didn't notice the shadows in the corners of the room growing longer and deeper. Then the first flicker happened. The overhead light buzzed, a sharp, electric hum that cut through our laughter. A door at the end of the hallway creaked open. There was no breeze, no reason for it to move, yet it swung wide. The air turned icy. I could see my own breath misting in front of me, even though the thermostat was set to 70. Sarah looked toward the hallway mirror. For a split second, a tall, distorted silhouette stood right behind her reflection. The joke stopped. The silence that followed was heavy, pressing against our ears like the weight of deep water. Then the house began to change. The walls seemed to groan and a dark, ink-like liquid began to seep from the ceiling. The laughter we had shared minutes ago was suddenly played back to us, but distorted, echoing from the vents in a terrifying, inhuman rasp. Panic took hold. We ran for the front door, but the hallway stretched out, becoming an impossible, endless labyrinth of doors and shadows. Something was in there with us. A heavy, oppressive presence that made it hard to breathe, emerging from the very darkness we had summoned. I lost the others. The rooms were shifting, turning into nightmarish versions of themselves. I was alone, trapped in the dark. I collapsed in a corner, my heart hammering against my ribs. There was nowhere left to run, no more jokes left to tell. From the shadows, a pale, elongated hand reached out. The last thing I felt was the cold reality of our mistake. We thought it was a joke. We were wrong. It wasn't a joke. It was an invitation,